I am Joe from Ambush Party, and you are watching the Portland Pick.
When I wake up in the morning and the first thing that I see.
My brother, who's the bass player for Ambush Party, started playing bass when I was probably 10 or so, and kind of kicked me in the ass and got me playing drums a little bit, so kind of just kept at it from there. On and off whenever, it was hard to play drums when I was in a dorm room, so there was years when I couldn't play much, but tried to keep at it as best I could, and music's always been very important to me, and I'm just very lucky that I ended up meeting some people out here that had a like mind for the kind of music they wanted to play, and the fact that they're dedicated and willing to put in some effort into making it work has it's been huge for me, so I'm really grateful to be in this situation.
And you weathered them with me, yeah.
So we started out, actually before Ambush Party, we started out as a band called the Brain Trust with a different bass player. Ended up dropping him and getting my brother for bass when he moved out here from the East Coast, and we switched over to being called Ambush Party. Our first show as Ambush Party was November of 2009, and since then we've been playing just in Oregon, up and down I-5, all over the place. Well, actually, our biggest show ever happened when we lived up in Portland, but it was in Corvallis. We played at the Whiteside Theater opening for Floater, who's kind of local legends around here, so that was certainly the most exciting show we've had to date, and we hope to do a lot more.
I don't care for no another one.
Kind of funky but heavy rock and roll, not super heavy. I don't know, I hate comparing to other bands, but if I had to, I would probably go with maybe like Tool and Muse and maybe a little Sublime in there to funky it up a little bit. It's good time. It's a good time drinking, have fun music. It's we're all fairly serious musicians, but we try not to take ourselves too seriously. We try to make sure everyone who's at our shows has a good time and can grab a few beers and some food and just have a fun night. So it's not sit down and clap politely music. It's get up and have some fun and jump around a little bit. So. The album, the first album was made when we were in Corvallis. It's called You Are Not Safe Without Us. Currently working on our second album. We got all the drum tracks down, we've got about half the guitars down, and the rest of it's moving along, so hopefully in the next 6 months or so we'll have that all wrapped up and finished. The Portland music scene is good. The Portland music scene was more challenging. It's harder to get people excited to come out to shows because in a town like Corvallis, everyone kind of ends up hearing about you and knows what you're doing a little bit more. In Portland, just because there's so much more going on, it's harder to spread the word a little bit, but we're starting to get a little bit of momentum, and once we get a foothold, I think it's going to end up being a really good thing for us. It's been a ton of fun so far.
Walk right out, slam the door, patience, go with me.